folks, thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Mark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. The Knicks here to defend home court, playing host to the Western Conference. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. On the perimeter, it's Waiters and Durant. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position.
And they get the first bucket.
And they'll hope that sets the tone at the offensive end going forward. It doesn't always work out that way, but better to start fast than not.
When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
That is good.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. He feeds it to Ibaka. Durant dishes to Westbrook. Here's Waiters, and that one is hammered home.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam.
Heads up basketball, plain and simple, guys.
Anthony can't hit.
And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing, Allen Iverson I always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor.
Here's Calderon following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And it's Anthony again missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Durant, the pass to Westbrook. Shot left block. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
You know, I was thinking back to that Iverson quote on Westbrook. They play with that same fire. The styles in which they play are different, but you can see the intensity is the same between them.
Off the pick, here's Lopez. That ball's nice speed this time from Jose Calderon.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Outside Durant. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Ibaka, wide open, he fires. Sinks the three-pointer. Ibaka's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Knicks trailed by 7. Calderon kicks to Anthony. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to, the finger roll.
Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Now here's Waiters. Outside Westbrook. Back to Waiters. Pass to Cantor. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. Listen, the Knicks had a hard time scoring last year. Just lacked any real presence in the paint. And lacking that paint threat makes things easier for the opposing defense.
Now here's Westbrook following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Westbrook dishes to Waiters. Some room here for Ibaka. The good-looking shot from the wing. Ibaka's got 5 now.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Calderon kicks to Anthony. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Westbrook with it, now guarded by Aflalo. Cantor against Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Cantor. D right on him. And it's Cantor again missing. Knicks trail by 6. 52 seconds left here in the opening quarter. New York moving it around. Anthony against Cantor. That's good. Anthony's got his second basket of the night.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Ibaka, the pass to Waiters. Outside Westbrook. Durant dishes to Westbrook. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Knicks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Durant against Anthony. Good off the glass. Anthony's got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And Westbrook, here we go. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Thunder out in front, up by 2. And we'll return shortly. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much 18 years.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18, that's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yep.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
We got Vujacic. Williams is out there with Lance Thomas. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. And it's Galloway in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. Morrow, no good.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Feeds it to Payne. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big 3, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those 3 was able to finish the season.
The first one falls for him.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Collison's out there.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
Vujacic kicks to Galloway. There's a screen by Williams to the middle. And it's blocked by Adams. Here's Morrow. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Payne kicks to Singler. Passes it to Payne. They set the pick. No good. And New York will come the other way. Here's Williams. Here's Thomas. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Now here's Payne, covered by Vujacic. Thomas with the steal. And a fast break now for the Knicks. He kicks to Galloway. And the three ball is good. Galloway has got his first 3 points of the game.
And finally, someone scores.
I tell you what, Greg, it's not been pretty. I'll say that much. These offenses have been really struggling.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. They set the pick. Inside, Adams battles through traffic and lays it in. Adams has got his first basket of the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
A different look for New York. Anthony comes in for Lance Thomas. And it's a Flalo in for Sasha Vujacic. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Westbrook's checked in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Galloway. He's covered by Westbrook. Galloway, the pass to Williams. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. The strategy included running the offense through Russell Westbrook. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved, and they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Out to Anthony. Just 5 to shoot. He nails it, and we're tied up. Anthony's got 10 points in the game.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Westbrook kicks to Collison. Singler outside. It's Morrow atop the key. Outside Westbrook. Shot from the wing. That one wide left.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Well, the Thunder have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Tries it from the top of the key. Westbrook missing again.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
A follow outside. Looking for Anthony and gets it there.
You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him. But with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't have shots.
New York shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. That free throw good from Anthony.
A good night for Carmelo Anthony. He's got 11 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Lopez, he's checked in for Kevin Serafin. Porzingis comes in for Williams. And it's Calderon in for Langston Galloway. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Durant kicks to Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing. Calderon with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Outside Anthony. From the arc. That falls. Nice speed this time from Jose Calderon. Calderon's got 3 assists now in this one. Westbrook. No luck. And the first half is now in the books. Knicks out front, ending the second quarter.
So, Carmelo, after this first half of play, what do you believe that...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A stellar first half for Carmelo Anthony. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. It's a back game for him. Not happy with his performance in their last outing. Taking a look at the Knicks. Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, you expect the
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Thunder. On the perimeter, it's Waiters and Durant. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. And it's Westbrook in at the point. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Thunder trailing by 4. Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the faint of heart. The Knicks in a few short years have gone from a playoff team, unfortunately, to the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
Here's Calderon. Here's Lopez. Thunder with the rebound.
A cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Ibaka's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
You know, the Knicks made the playoffs every season between 1988 and 2001. It's kind of strange now to see the Knicks struggle to get into the playoffs so often. Only 3 trips in the playoffs the last 10 seasons.
And here are the Knicks now. Calderon passes to a flower. Back to Calderon. That's to Porzingis. New York moving it around. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good.
And listen, the pressure is always on the Knicks to make the playoffs just because of where the team is. Being in New York can have its advantages, but it comes with expectations that your team will be in the postseason.
And Waiters kicks to Westbrook. Oh, he jams it right over Robin Lopez. Wow!
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Westbrook against Calderon. Fires at the elbow. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 14 points for Russell Westbrook.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Catching up on the changes for New York, Thomas checked in for Lopez, and Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon. Cantor checked in for Oklahoma City. Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoff.
1:41 left in the third. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's the three. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Dion Waiters. Waiters got 3 assists tonight. There's Galloway. He's got 5. He dishes it to Aflalo. Kicks it to Anthony. Anthony missing again. The Thunder have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Now here's Waiters. .58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Off target there with the little leaner. The Knicks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Galloway kicks to Aflalo. And he lays it straight in. Aflalo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here we go with Westbrook heading to the hoop. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And here is Anthony. 16 points for him. The feed to Galloway. The three. No good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Knicks. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Oklahoma City trailer. We've got Williams. Aflalo is out there with Calderon. Then it's Anthony, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
New York's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. There's a screen by Williams. The dish now to Lopez. Outside Anthony. Fires for 3. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul. Oklahoma City shooting certainly key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Westbrook kicks to Cancer. Anthony against Durant. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Misses the three. It's stolen by Ibaka. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Aflalo. New York trailing. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Calderon, no good.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down the shot like that against that kind of defense.
Waiters dishes to Ibaka. For three, Westbrook. It's rebounded by New York. Aflalo outside. The pass to Calderon. Kept alive by New York. And it's good. And the Knicks lead by one.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. He actually lit into them pretty heavily, saying, "We're being way too soft on the inside. I'd better start to see some toughness and more shots being challenged. No more easy baskets." Pretty strong words, guys.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Steve Adams.
Get out, he's free!
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Calderon passes to Anthony. That drops. Clark, neither team with a big advantage here in the fourth quarter.
5 times we've had the lead switch so far. I mean, back and forth we go.
And Clark, that could rise again before we're through.
Westbrook against Calderon. Now here's Waiters. It's rebounded by New York. Lopez has got his third rebound on the night. Calderon against Durant. Lopez a screen. Outside Anthony. Waiters grabs the miss. Waiters got 4 rebounds in this game. Dishes it to Durant. Back to Waiters. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Thunder lead by 1.
And this has been a clinic on what not to do defensively. Just atrocious.
Yeah, I would expect both coaches to really get on their teams about adjusting their defensive mindset and execution going forward.
Zinkus, he's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Anthony. Calderon kicks to Anthony. Nice D from Durant. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Calderon against Westbrook. And he gets the bucket. And now it's a 3-point Oklahoma City lead.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you got to find a way to contain him.
just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
He gets the first, and that brings them within 2 here. And so he hits both.
No problem for him there. You just know what the result's going to be when he steps to the line in a tight game like this.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Westbrook dishes to Waiters. And that one's good. Waiters got 4 this quarter.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Westbrook. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Yeah, that's careless defense. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Westbrook against Calderon. Waiters on the wing. From deep 3-point range. No luck. Now the Knicks take it the other way.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Calderon kicks to Anthony. Here's the teardrop. Here's Lopez. Nice D from Durant.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And Waiters kicks to Westbrook. Lopez with the steal.
And a chance here to send it to overtime.
Got to see the 3 and be the 3 if that's going to happen.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. Outside Anthony. That will count. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Russell, congratulations.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
When you're facing Westbrook, you're always going to have your hands full. And tonight, he proved that once again. There's only one thought going through Russell's head. Attack, attack, attack. I know that was sweet. I was kidding.
Well, he reminded us all of how dangerous he is as a slasher. He drove the lane time and time again and got points inside to show for it. An explosive, hard-charging performance. I loved it.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.